Hey everyone, and welcome to a Black Ops 4 video here on my channel. I asked on Twitter if you guys wanted to see me talk about the beta and my thoughts on the game in a video, and quite a few of you guys said yeah, so I figured, why not? So I organized this video into several categories, and the first one up is gameplay. The main three differences in this game compared to previous CODs is that it's no longer 6v6, it's 5 vs 5. The time to kill is reasonably longer than in previous games, and you don't automatically regen health, you manually regen with the left bumper. I had no trouble getting used to this mechanic because I've played many games in the past where you manually regen health with a button. A lot of people think that the time to kill is way too long. I actually prefer higher time to kill, so I didn't mind it at all. I didn't notice too much of a difference in terms of flow of the game, having 10 players in the match instead of 12. There would be times where I would run around the map struggling to find players, but overall, I think it was fine. It does feel extremely tactical. For the entire time I was playing the beta, I was with a friend, so it was really satisfying being able to pick our abilities to benefit one another. And I did have some really intense moments playing the control game mode, mainly using the riot shield pistol ability. You guys will probably see some of that in the gameplay. It has to be one of my favorite abilities, it's just so much fun to use. But it all comes down to one thing. Does this feel like a Call of Duty game? I don't really think it does. You see, I'm a fan of games like The Division where tactics and roles come into play, and that's kind of how Black Ops 4 feels like. This game really doesn't feel anything like Call of Duty where I can just run around the map and shoot people, get powerful streaks, and just own everyone. Which brings me to my next point, score streaks. To put it bluntly, they suck. The only one that is somewhat decent is the Hellstorm missile, which will typically net you 2 kills. The attack chopper would get me like 3 kills whenever I called in, and usually it would get shot down, which is pitiful for the amount of score it takes to get it. I don't know if they dumbed down the streaks so that they wouldn't dominate the tactical gameplay they're going for, but that's what Call of Duty is. All the favorite games like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 had powerful streaks. That's what people want. The weapon balance for the most part is pretty good. However, I do have 2 gripes. Number 1, the MX-9 is a bit too powerful. I can't count how many times I get the first shot, or even first 2 shots on someone, and then I'd still get killed by that weapon. It seems to be the weapon that the sweats are going for in this game. So I think that needs a nerf. Second thing, shotguns are hot garbage in this game. I tried using the pump shotgun, and every single time I got a hit marker, I died way before I had the chance to even shoot a second time. It takes a good 2 seconds to pump the shotgun to fire it again, and by the time you can, you'd be dead, as long as the other player isn't wearing a blindfold. I understand that with the higher time to kill, one-shot weapons would be really powerful, but I mean, come on, the pistol is better at close quarters combat. If shotguns aren't going to excel at the only thing they are meant for, then why are they even in the game? You can one-shot with a sniper from 2 feet away, but you can't with a shotgun? That doesn't make any sense. I know the shotgun gets better when you put 50 attachments on it, but why should you need that many attachments on it just to make it useful? In Black Ops 2, you didn't need attachments to make the Remington or KSG powerful. The maps in this game are okay. I didn't really get excited for any of the maps when I saw them in the voting screen. The full game is supposed to have maps from the old Black Ops games, so I guess that's a good sign. The graphics in this game have to be some of the worst of all the CODs on current gen hardware. The textures would take a good minute to load fully after the match started. The colors are pretty bland for a Black Ops game. I found it pretty difficult to see people on some parts of the maps. I don't know if the textures had the resolutions decreased to make the download size smaller, but Jesus, it's laughable how bad some of the textures and shadows look in this game. It almost reminds me of how Advanced Warfare looked like on last gen hardware with the Play-Doh quality textures. And I don't know if it was just me, but in the final kill cam, the graphics seem to look miles better. Almost as if you're playing the entire match without your glasses on, and then in the final kill cam, you decide to finally put them on, and it looks so much clearer. Probably the most serious problem with this game, though, is that there are so many reused assets from previous games. A lot of the specialists are the exact same from Black Ops 3. I even noticed that some of the reload sounds are exact copies of sounds from older Black Ops games. To be more specific, I think it's on one of the snipers. Its reload sound is the exact same one as the MTAR from Black Ops 2. I noticed it right away. The CUDA reload sound from Black Ops 3 was also used here for the MX-9. Just a lot of reused assets. My final verdict on this game is that it is fun, but I think it's going to get old fast because of the fact that it reuses so many assets from the previous Black Ops games. I know it's just a beta, but I don't think my opinions will change very much from the final version of the game. Lots of longtime COD players won't like this game because it doesn't feel at all like COD. I'm going to be passing this game up for Red Dead Redemption 2 because, let's be honest, that game looks well more deserving of my $60 than Black Ops 4 does. But anyways guys, that is going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. I'll let the rest of the gameplay finish out if you want to watch it, and if not, that's fine too. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.
Task attack chopper, authorization Ajax. Return, sensors are capped to your objective.
Double kill.
UAV energy levels 50% depleted.
Nine bang out. We've taken control.
Enemies have destroyed your attack chopper.
Hostile UAV circling. Tango down. Enforcer down. Razor wire cleared. Be advised. Hostile TAC deploy beacon active. Chucking 9-bang. Be advised. Hostile TAC deploy beacon active. Sensor going live. We've lost the lead. Neutralized war machine. Nine bang going in. We can still take this. Chucking 9-bang. Be advised. Hostile TAC deploy beacon active. Razor wire destroyed. We'll discuss that performance later.
Good effect. Infantry killed.